So I bought a camper. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it or how to use it. So my wife and I, we recently just purchased this camper, and today's the day that we're actually gonna go pick it up. It's gonna be parked right along here somewhere with our fields of gold. Look how pretty that is right there. So we bought this camper, and I'm going to be documenting the journey of camper living, and this is going to be the very first video in that journey. So you guys are going to get to follow us and join in along and watch as we become camper people. So I'm not a camper. I'm going to be learning a lot along this journey. Right now I'm waiting on a guy to come with his truck. We put out there on Facebook Marketplace that we were looking, not Marketplace, one of the Facebook groups, that we were looking for somebody that was experienced that could pull a camper, and we had a few different offers, and we picked the best guy that seems safe and not creepy, and we found a guy, and he's going to pull it for us because the camper is like an hour away from where we're at right now. So we're waiting for him to get here. Okay, right there's a guy that's going to help us move this thing. So we're off to go get our camper.
Do you need something? Do you need anything for that license?
Okay, so we're following the camper, and we're a little bit nervous because the tires are dry rot. The guy that we paid to pull this thing said he would be surprised if we made it back to our house without the tires blowing. So
Wonderful news.
yeah, we're a little on the edge right now, but we said our prayers, and we're going on faith. But we're watching that camper closely as we're behind it. Also, there's no taillights on it. Taillights are not working.
We saw him plug it in, so I'm guessing the lights are burnt out. Must have broken.
Okay, guy just left, parked our camper. He seemed to know what he was doing, and got it all leveled up for us right there. So we're going to pull down the steps and take a look at the inside and give you guys a sneak peek of it. Looks like I could use a good power washing on this side here, but we're gonna make this thing look pretty cool. Bring Elena up.
Right, Elena.
This is our new home, Elena.
Oakley's now it's gonna be bigger because we'll push out that wall,
Come on, Elena.
and it's gonna look different.
This is your new house.
Oakley's already on the thing of messing it up.
What do you think, huh?
Whoa!
Tornadoes.
That's
will
why
push
they
this
put
thing
those
over.
things down.
Oakley, she's making herself at home
You
already.
got a new house?
You're gonna live here. It's hot, huh? What do you think? Could you live here?
Like this is our door to our bathroom.
Oakley, she's really loving this place. Hi.
Are you?
All right, so just me and my dog, we're just kind of scoping out the table here, and she's asking what's for dinner. I think she likes this place. But hey, no good standing on the dining table. When they get on, that's rude.
Where's your manners?
Well, now she's gonna beat me with her tail.
Look down our blind. She's so excited. She's probably like, this is the best car I've ever been in.
Look at her.
All right, so good morning. I am standing next to my camper, brand new camper. We've had it one day and we are trying to figure things out. But one of the things that we ran into was the electrical socket. So if you notice, it has like a dryer adapter here. I mean, that's what I call it. I think it's actually like a 30-volt adapter. And you gotta push these things back in, they'll just recoil back in. But this doesn't plug into just a regular outlet like you would have in your garage or your home or in any typical wall. So we're off to the hardware store to get an adapter that turns that from a 30-volt into a 15-volt. That makes it more universal and where we can plug it in. All right, so we just got out of the hardware store. They had it. It's an RV electrical adapter. So it looks like that. Well, right here's where you plug in, and then we can plug that in into any wall or extension cord. So, bam, we got our cord, Cole.
Yeah. Luckily.
Yeah, and it only cost us like $6. I looked it up online, and that was about the same price there. So, but every once in a while, I like to help the little guys out that have small town local shops. Okay, we're in the camper now, and this button here is what's gonna make all the action happen of moving out this portion of the camper, stinking fly, out that way. So let's see if it works. All right, hit the button. So now we're trying to level this thing out. He's cranking away on the levelers. Luckily I had some old decking wood here that I can use, and then we found some landscaping rocks around our property, and we're going to use that to help level this bad boy out. A lot of these things were kind of rusted a little bit, so we had to take some WD-40, spray the nuts, loosen them up, except that this WD-40 can it's not spraying anymore. It stinks because I just bought a big can of it, and I only got to use about a quarter of it before it stops working. All right, so I know a lot of these kind of videos are going to be for the beginner camper like myself, but I like that it has this little hookup system here, so that way the door doesn't go flying open. Sorry for the sound, we got the air on, but I was trying to figure out how to get these padded things off because they're on there pretty good. But I learned that if you pop these buttons off, there's a screw behind there, and that's what holds all this padded stuff on the camper down. So pop those off, take the screw out, and that should come off easy. All right, so this panel here was actually glass. It had a wolf on the glass, which we weren't really a big fan of. But we just ended up painting right over the glass, so you can't even tell if you look at it like this. It looks like wood. So yeah, little tip there for you.
I'm getting ready to put on our first coat of paint. We picked the color grayish, so it kind of looks whitish to me, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay, so we got the second coat of paint, gray paint, put on the walls here. I think we can get away with just using 2 coats there. It looks pretty good right now. It took 3 coats to do all the white paint on the cabinets. But next up, on these walls here, these walls right here, we're going to put shiplap peel and stick on that wall there. So it's going to be the 2 walls on the push out, but it's going to be this peel and stick shiplap wallpapering right here. Now the great thing about this particular peel and stick paper, kind of like when you're wrapping Christmas gifts, on the back side of this paper it's got grids and lines like that to kind of help you know where to cut. Okay, one of the next renovations we're going to do is we spray painted these handles here. They were brass, but they're kind of like a fancy type of handle, and we wanted to go with more of a modern look. So we bought these modern handles here. They're just kind of straight edges, but we're going to go ahead and take these all off and replace them with these black modern handles. You got it, buddy?
Yep. Let's see which bit. Not.
Hey, don't get any paint on that new marble shirt that we have. Alright, so we're going to mount a 40-inch Samsung Smart TV. Okay, so this was a little bit harder than what I thought it was. I actually had to rope in a couple of my kids to help me. I only have 2 kids. But this is what it looks like. Alright, good morning. It's like day 4 of working on the camper. I had to take a couple days rest because my body was sore from twisting and pulling and bending in places that it's not used to. But I think it's coming along pretty good. There's got the TV hung, but today's project is, gotta have my morning fuel there, coffee. Taking this spot here and putting these black tiles under, these gothic black farmhouse style tiles right here on that space right there. So bam, all right, it is complete now. There they are, all the tiles, the gothic farmhouse style tiles. I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so next up on the remodel is this wall here that goes all the way around in our kitchen area, and I'm going to be covering up all this with this white subway tile. It's also a peel and stick, just like this wall was right here. Okay, as you can see right here, this is an old bulb light here, and this is a bright LED light. Look at the difference in color there and brightness. So we're going to be replacing all of the lights that we have here in the living space with these bright white LED lights. Okay, hit the lights. Bam, look at that. What a difference. Alright, so I bought some curtain rods to hang our curtains up, and they were white, so I just for a subtle aesthetic matching of the whole scheme that we have going on in the inside of the farmhouse, I painted them flat black. Okay, so since the last time that we filmed, a lot has transpired, a lot has changed. The footage that you guys watched was us of making this camper the way that we wanted it to be. Well, a lot has transpired since then, and we lived in it for about 5 weeks, and it served us very well for the particular season of life that we needed it to. But now we have thus moved out of it and bought another house and are living somewhere else. So now we are getting this camper prepared to sell it. But I want to give you guys a glimpse of what it looked like inside, or what it looks like right now inside, so that way you can see the before and the after. So this here is what we call the Wander Wagon. Wander Wagon, get it? Never mind. Just come on inside. All right, let's come on inside here. Okay, so I got the lights on in here, and we got it all vacuumed out, getting ready to post it online to sell it. But I want to give you guys the reveal of what this farmhouse style RV camper looks like, and all the time and money that we invested in it to make it our style, the way that we like to decorate. Check it out. Okay, so we painted the walls like a light gray color, painted that door white, kept the knobs black there. Instead of reupholstering that couch, we just threw a gray blanket over it because it was going to cost us $600 to reupholster that couch. So I was like, no way, Jose. Right. My wife found some fabric and reupholstered that up there. I did buy some pine wood here that we stained and made it gray. Right there, I bought that decal, Adventure Awaits, and this is what it looks like here. We put this rug down, gray, to match the coloring that we wanted. The black and white, all, or not all those that who wander are lost. Keychain hooks there. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Check out this backsplash there, subway tile backsplash. Now that subway tile backsplash was not as easy as it looked to put up. Getting those lines to be straight was a little bit of a challenge, but it took me probably about 3.5 hours and I got that all done. These LED lights were a huge difference from the old style. They were like a yellowish old bulb. I put in LED lights in all these lights here, and it completely changed the whole look and lighting of this camper. We replaced all the knobs here with these modern style knobs, and we bought those black. We originally painted the old knobs to see if we could save a few dollars that way, but we ended up liking the modern style and just replacing those old knobs. So we kind of painted those old knobs for nothing. These white curtains here to give us a little bit of privacy. Right here, I've already taken them down, but I had a thermostat right here, or not thermostat, something that told me what the temperature was outside and inside. Up here, I had a clock that illuminated that. It was a digital clock to tell us what time it was. And then here I had a 40-inch Samsung ultra high definition TV that gave us our TV for the evenings, and that served us very well. Now it's in my office at our new house. Okay, so a lot of time went into remodeling this living space here, just the living room. We did not remodel the bathroom or the bedroom. We left that the same, mainly because we kind of ran out of time and we wanted to get this trailer moved to where we were staying for a few weeks. And we thought, well, if we keep it, maybe we'll get ambitious and we'll redecorate those other two rooms. But looks like we're not going to keep it. We're not really camper people. So we're going to sell it, and hopefully the new owners will take just as good care of it as we did and the people before us. And they'll remodel that space over there and make it their own. But yeah, one of my favorite pieces of this whole remodeling was that decal, "Adventure Awaits," because transforming this space and transforming this camper was an adventure for us, and we were embarking on a new adventure in our lives by staying in it and living in it for a particular little season. So that spoke to me, and I wanted to get that put up there. And actually, I did order another decal. I did not put it up though, and it was going to go right here. I still have the decal, I just never opened it, but it said "Adventure Begins." So "Adventure Awaits," and then as we went outside, it was going to say "Adventure Begins." So hopefully that inspires you in case you're looking for some decorating ideas on what to put in your camper. And if you're wondering where we did get any of these items that we purchased for this camper, I'm going to have links in the description down below of where I purchased a lot of these items. And let me tell you, mostly Amazon. Probably 90% of this stuff was purchased on Amazon because of the convenience of having it delivered to my door. And I didn't have to go shopping for it. Okay, so this is the camper reveal. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully if you're looking to redecorate your space, this maybe gave you some ideas. But it was a fun little project to take on, and we enjoyed it. It took a lot of time, but I think it was worth it. We'll always remember it. We'll look back on it and remember of when we lived in a camper. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you back in the next one. Be creative.